The PBR was formed over 20 years ago, and with that, champions were born. With names like Little Yellow Jacket, Chris Shivers, Glammy Marchie, and Mossy Oak Mudslinger being crowned, a new set of champions were being born. Thank God it's not the age of a man that determines the size of your dreams. When most kids are playing t-ball and soccer, these cowboys are taking it one jump at a time. Welcome to Terrell, Texas, the stop on the MBR Tour and miniature bull riding. Let's roll.
I was looking through the magazines, and there was a country woman's magazine, and it showed a story about miniature cattle and how they don't take as much room, they don't eat as much, and they don't drink as much. So I said, this sounds pretty good. And I showed Cirildo, and he said, oh, wow, let's look. And we seen them, and we tried to buy some.
I went to look and see where I could find a mini bull event, and I found a guy doing mini bulls in Oklahoma. I told him if I could go to it. He said, yeah, come over here and look at it. And we went, looked at it the first time, fell in love with it. And I went to buying them, and then I figured, well, I want to do a big event somewhere and just do it and get it out of my system and go on, just raise them. And then here we are 3 years later, doing, events and events and events, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
We have 10 events throughout the year. In Texas and Louisiana mostly is where our events are at. And at the end of the year, we go to the PBR finals, which is in Las Vegas, and also to the NFR in December.
These bulls have to be from 36 to 48 inches tall. You have to have the short ones, the smaller size of bulls, because you got your 8 to 11-year-old kids that are riding. And then you got your 12 to 14, you got to have a bigger size of bull.
They're not easier to ride, but it's just like a big bull. It's just they're little, and it helps the kids keep the balance. They learn how to be able to shift on a bull and stuff, so that's exactly how the big bulls are. These bulls,
they're the real deal. They are a full-size bull, just miniaturized. And they have the fat necks, they have they have the big horns, and they have all the characteristics of a large bull. You're matching bull with kid.
We raise them to buck, but they will not hurt a kid. They do their job, and they go on, and they won't ever bother the kid.
Our bulls go through the same extensive training, feeding, exercise, just like a PBR bull. We've got different groups, but we got junior bulls, senior bulls, and the younger kids start out on the junior bulls, which we have phases of junior bulls. We've got some that the kids that are just starting, that's the ones they get on, they get comfortable on them, they get their confidence built up, they get their technique built up, and then they'll move on to the next stage of a junior bull.
You go to mutton busting, then you go to the calves, and then you get on roping steers that has backbones about 3 inches tall, and then you go to bulls. There's no in between. So I think the MBR gives you an in between. From 8 years old to 14-year-old. These are bulls, but they don't buck like amateur bulls. They're not something that somebody just got out of sale barn trying to make a superstar out of it.
From the starting point till they finish with the MBR in the senior division, it's just steps all the way up, slow, steady steps.
It's all about the kids, all about the experience that the kids receive. We have in place safety standards for the kids. To ride an MBR, you have to have had at least to have attended a bull riding school. ridden bulls before. I'm just not going to take kids off the street just so we can put on a show.
It gives these kids a chance to learn and get more experience before they move up the ladder for the ranker bulls.
I love it. It's like an experiment of the real PBR, just younger people. Because bulls, fatbacks, and they buck good, just same as the PBR to us. But I mean, it's real fun.
Terrell, Texas, welcome to the Glaring Marching Invitational, part of the Chris Shivers MBR.
This organization here, to me, is the premier organization for miniature bull riding in the country. Not too many others that I know of that can pick up the phone, and you have people like Guilherme Marchi, Chris Shivers, and other major PBR stars show up knowing that it's the MBR, we're there.
Two-time PBR champ of the world from Louisiana, it's Chris Shivers.
I done an event in Ogden, Utah. Brought in 130 kids to that event. It was the largest event that's ever been done that I know of on mini bulls. I mean, we done everything you could do to an event to make it that big. We invited Chris Shivers to go see this.
I'd never seen the miniature bulls before and never been around it, but me and my boy, we loaded up and went up there and we pretty much fell in love with the sport.
The bull riding started, and about 15 minutes later he goes up there and he said, "Man, this is really, really neat what you're doing here." And I told him, I said, "I can't do this. I'm not a bull rider. You're a bull rider, I'm not." He said, "I'll jump on board and let's do it."
Guilherme Marchi being my neighbor, we started talking, and the Leals they would love to have Guilherme involved. So I asked Guilherme about it, and he was all on board.
The #1 ranked bull rider in the world today, Guilherme Marchi.
You know, I met Mr. Leal in San Antonio a couple years ago, in the PBR. And he met my neighbor, my neighbors look like my daddy for me here in the United States. And he getting close to my neighbor, and he asked to my neighbor, "Let's go put some bull ride for the kids, use Guilherme's name, something like that." They invite me, and I sat there, and they're getting good. I'm so happy, so glad for everything, do this for the kids.
When we asked him, he said he was all for it and he's ready to go. He's all excited. We are too.
If it has his name, then everybody's, "Oh, Guilherme Marchi, come up and ride," come up and watch and get to be with them, and that's why we're gonna have a lot of people here.
Guilherme's such a good guy. It's fun to have him around. He's always a positive attitude, and he's just fun to be around. He makes you feel good when you're around him.
When these guys do show up and let us do an event under their name, the kids, it's uplifting to them. They get even more excited and more involved because they know these guys are where they want to be, and these guys are here helping them learn and get better at what they do. So it's a great day. Man, it makes me feel great to see these guys.
You know what's cool about this MBR? You've got all these kids, and all these kids look up to us. It don't matter if it's Corey McCoy, Guilherme Marchi, Mike White, Chris Shivers, JB Mooney. They all got idols, and when they see one of us guys show up, their eyes get bright, and man, they're stoked to be here in the first place, and then see us here and be here and support those kids. It's a dream come true for these kids.
These guys really look up to them, they respect them, they listen to them, they pay attention to them, and it's really good. It makes the kids feel real good, and it really does me too.
I hope these kids, my son, and other kids, respect this sport and dedication yourself for be not a bull ride, you know, for be a real good bull ride. That's why I come here this week. That's why with those kids, you know, we have a couple kids and with my neighbor's arena, you know, we train together and I try to pass everything for those kids. And I can see in 3 weeks, in 4 weeks, those kids have a big chance, you know, for ride bulls and for the action inside them, the shoots, everything. I'm proud for everything.
I honestly believe when you have that type of production in the beginning of the show, what happens is it brings the excitement level up with the kids. You can see they, when they enter into the arena, they're ready to go.
Bring in 60 cowboys in and they're gonna ride, and here we go. These kids are riding to go to the finals up in Vegas. And there will be 15 kids that'll qualify to go to that.
The way this deal's set up, you know, it's basically a miniature PBR is basically what it is. The Leals, Cirildo Leal and Lily Leal, they put their hearts and souls into this deal. They want to make it just like the PBR. It's something special to see, you know. It's got everything a PBR's got. It's just a miniature size.
They have the lights, the cameras, the fireworks, announcing our names, and then these little bulls under us. They're like full-grown bulls, but it's like big bulls for us.
They honestly feel like they are professional riders. We treat them like they are because in our eyes they are. By doing all this, it helps with their confidence, so they're ready. By the time they turn 18, they're ready for the PBR or the PRCA, whichever way they decide to go.
Why I bring my kid to these events, because it's just like the PBR. It's the elite, you know. It's the very best bull riders that the young age has to offer. You know, it's not junior rodeos. You know, it's the MBR, and it's the best bull riders throughout the country that come to these things, and that's why I want my kid involved with some of the best. You know, you ride with the best, you see the best, and then sooner or later you're going to peak at whatever your level may be.
It's fun just coming and getting on, but it's fun to see all your friends here riding with you, have your back and everything. When you get on, you're nervous as can be, and when they open that chute, when you hear that crack, you tense up. I feel, when I'm riding, I feel like it's a dream, but that 8 seconds when you're riding, it feels like a lifetime.
I treat him like we like to be treated when we was riding bulls. Or do you always like somebody telling you, you know, be aggressive, move your feet, hustle, drive that front? All it does is get their motor running and gets them more aggressive and wanting to do good and try hard. And I look at it as no different than Chris cheering me on when I was riding bulls, you know, just telling me all those things that I need to try to remember before that gate opens. I do the same thing with him.
You see his daddy helping him get ready.
Keep riding! Keep riding!
Come on, Texas, Logan can hear you.
I did what I always do. I hung on tight as I could because I wanted to win it. But other than that, I just tried to have fun.
watching the kids, you know, what they, you know, the fear that they go through. I mean, they're little kids, and you just see the fear, and it gets them to overcome that, and you know, get out there and experience the pain, and then get back on. You know, I don't know if I would have done that at 12 years old, or, you know, 8 or whatever. Even if they don't take this any farther, it's turned these little guys into men.
All right, let's go to Zach Laney, Ghost Rider, the name of the bull. He's getting ready to climb aboard, looking for our first qualified ride of the weekend.
My bull is Ghost Rider, and I got on him in Arlington. Did pretty good on him, got hung up and got stepped on. I mean, kind of hurt, but I think I can get him tonight.
Winner, Bob Bergbuckle with the winner, right?
Well, I sit tonight and in the morning and feel better.
Nothing will stop me from this event. I love this event.
Heck yeah, good stuff.
He came out real good and real strong, and made me lose my feet. He kind of got the best of me there. He's real strong, but I stayed on my feet real good just to not get hurt.
We've seen how tough his dad is. His dad is a world champ. Now it is his turn to step into the spotlight. So J.G. Marchi getting ready to go here tonight. Chico, lay it on. Let's go. Reach down, step off. Come on, Texas, top to it.
I'm ready.
But get in here and scout him out or something.
Come on, King Kong.
Woo, woo, woo. What's his name?
King Kong.
King Kong? You got King Kong drawn? I don't think he wants any of you.
He don't want none.
Good?
Yes, sir. Hold on.
Get him where you want him. Fight for that spot. Go ahead, get over there. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Get up. Stand up there. Yeah. Hey. Oh, good ride there, huh? Good ride there, cowboy. Good stuff.
I'm really excited. I really am to see these guys in the PBR because I know they're going. And they're going to be good PBR riders.
What King Kong feel like?
He felt good. He was strong.
Yeah. What did you see him? He kind of like act like he's going to turn out backwards. He didn't give a straight shot.
Yeah.
And then he was hooking left, and then whirled back around the other way.
Yeah, it worked all good though.
You feel good? You just stay in the middle, or did you have any kind of trap set up for
Like he
him?
kind of got me a little, but then I pulled myself back up.
How's it feel to come all the way from Florida and come make a good ride in Texas?
It feels good.
You think that'll earn you a spot in Las Vegas?
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah, man. We'll see you in Vegas, huh?
Yes, sir.
Good job.
The future of bull riding, that's what we're trying to build here, and build a lot of confidence in these kids without them getting hurt, and stay on a positive streak toward the future.
As much as my parents has put into this and our family, it deserves to be big.
It's a big, important role and a huge stepping stone for these guys because these are true cowboys. I mean, they're in it heart and soul.
Step by step, for we change the next level, you need to know what you need to do, you know. That's, I think, the key for those kids, you know, those mini bulls. Like those 15, 16 years old, those kids, they're almost ready for those pro bulls.
To take for example, my son, if he decided to take this to the next level and go to the PBR, this is a super training ground for that. It's a safe environment. Not to say that they don't get hurt, they do. It develops that mental toughness, getting over that fear, getting in that bucket chute and coming out and doing it again.
You saw those mini bulls, it looked like a big old bulls, you know. I saw the couple kids look like us, you know, look like a pro. They ride every time.
I truly believe that this is probably one of the best group of riders, young riders from age 8 to 14 in the country. This organization and the exposure that you get through this organization gives people the opportunity to follow a kid's career all the way up through the PBR. And one day, maybe hoisting that trophy over his head, standing there at the finals in Las Vegas, and the next thing you know, there you are. You've actually watched this child, and he's 8 years old, 7 years old, all the way up to hoisting that trophy in Las Vegas.
These kids, you know, they get a chance to go to Las Vegas, and how many kids in the past have had an opportunity to go to Las Vegas? There just isn't any that got the chance to go and ride and win money and do what they love and be involved with and rub hands with some of the people that they look up to on TV. If you hang around the best, you're going to be the best, you know, and that's the way I see it. And I think it's just a big confidence builder for a lot of these kids.
Mason Spain won it all last night. Rolling Stone tonight. Mason Spain wins around Friday night. Here's your bucket, little guy. Congratulations, Mason. Turn around. They're going to get your picture taken with two-time champion world Chris Shivers. And that is a young man who has got a whole lot of gold buckles in his future. One more time for Mason. And again, Larry, I know this is a very special weekend for you.
I'm so blessed to be here with you guys, and I hope I see you guys next year. Good luck on the next events, and I'm so happy to put this together for those kids. Thank you, everybody.
There, your champion of the senior division, Cannon Cravens, going to be taking home the hardware.
Oh man, hey Junior, thanks for inviting us out to miniature bull riding. That's a great event.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us out.